Lords of the Fallen is a challenging Souls-like game from developer Hexworks and published by CI Games. Here at Prima Games, we're working hard to provide you with guides for everything you need to be successful in Lords of the Fallen. After defeating the Abbess Ursula boss in Lords of the Fallen and ascending higher in the Abbey, it won't be long until you come across the next boss to fight. Upon entering a large chapel with corpses hanging from the ceiling, you'll probably realize pretty quickly that you're in for a fight. This arena is home to the Rapturous Huntress Lirenne boss. She can be quite deadly, so here's how you go about fighting her. Head to the back of the chapel and interact with the glowing item on the altar. This will kick off a cutscene and Lirenne will drop down from above just behind you. She's armed with a spear and shield and sure knows how to use them. Lirenne is a small, fast, and agile boss. This actually makes her more difficult to deal with than a lot of the more hulking beasts in the game. She can quickly close gaps with a flying kick, which she will do often. These attacks can inflict the bleed status, so be careful of your bleed meter filling up. When you go in to attack Lirenne, she will be able to block most of your strikes with her shield if you hit her head on. She'll then also typically follow up with a 3-strike combo which will deal a ton of damage. If you have any spells or ranged attacks, you should make use of these to get some easy damage on her while she's busy squaring up to you. Most of the damage will get through her guard and help you chip away at her. She's also most vulnerable right after or during an attack when she hasn't got her shield up. Taking advantage of these moments is the key to getting some good strikes in. At about half of her HP, Lirenne will enter Phase 2 and activate Radiant mode. She'll have a glow around her head indicating this empowered state. She will now make use of a Radiant Spear attack which causes her spear strikes to deal a hell of a lot more damage. Lirenne will also gain the ability to use a Radiant Dash to reposition, and afterwards she'll often throw a ranged Radiant Spear. It's a quick projectile, but it does have a narrow hitbox, so it's not too difficult to dodge. If you can dodge the ranged Radiant Spear attack and get in for a couple quick strikes, you'll be able to catch Lirenne with her guard down. Just don't overstay your welcome, as she can use a Radiant Shield spell and will try to hit you with that at close range. Once Lirenne's HP really starts to get low, she'll cast Radiant Thorns around the arena. Touch these and you'll take big damage. It also locks off a lot of your movement options, making her more difficult to dodge. She'll take advantage of this by using her favorite flying kick move, but this time it will be a Radiant enhanced boot to the face you'll be catching for even more damage. Be careful of letting her kick you through the Radiant Thorns, which is an incredibly deadly combo she can pull off. Try to bait her over towards you away from Radiant Thorns and dodge her flying kicks and spear thrusts to open up opportunities to strike at her when her guard's down. With enough patience, you'll get in the strikes that you need to take down Lirenne. You'll be rewarded with the Rune of Adir key item, her Sanctified Huntress Spear, a piece of her gear set such as the Rapturous Huntress Helm, and a Vestige Seed. That's all there is to defeating the Rapturous Huntress Lirenne boss in Lords of the Fallen. She can be a tough fight with all her quick moves and spells, but with enough patience you can whittle her down and come out on top. Make sure to subscribe to Prima Games for our continued coverage on Lords of the Fallen. And if you have your own strategies for beating the bosses, let us know in the comments.